Vibes Cartel World Boss. Yo, Jeff! She's a good problem to have. I know.
Just what I deserve. You made my heart beat too much work just to confirm it. You're like a problem I can't unlearn. You only call me up when you think it's on E. You get low and come and fill up on me. Just rock your bumper and put it on me. Don't forgive, I know you working on me. She take my feelings and turn them on me. Turn my head and she's turning on me. We used to put the round thing. You should be mine, you should get a ring. You know I five-star entertain. Baby, just tell me you feel the same. My baby was outside all summer. No dry drinks, my eyes ain't running. Like that water, yeah, the money's still running. Oh, you only call me up when you think it's on E. You get low and gon' fill up on me. Just rock your bumper and put it on me. Don't forgive, I know you working on me. She take my feelings and turn them on me. Turn my head and she turning on me.
Hello, my name is Booker, and this is day 32 of gooning to Haylee Skye until I get a girlfriend. And we're 32 days within this journey. I mean shit, even I was feeling the good old vibes. And it feels good to come back to Haylee Skye once more. After what I've been through with Light Rider and Tide Strider, it's non-canon. So this is like round 2 with Haylee Skye in bed, you feel me? Gosh, I miss her. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. It's like running back to an ex-girlfriend I never had. And that's what today's topic is gonna be. My last real relationship, which was 3 years ago in 2022. I've mentioned this before back when I started the journey, that I'll get to explaining and revealing more about my relationship I had with this girl back when I was in college. And I think now would be a good time to tell the story, now that I went through the 5 stages of grief losing Haylee Skye and reuniting with her. But before I do that, I gotta give some of you lovely folks a feature. So first up is Sorry Weeb, and they can't wait to hear She's No Haylee Skye again. Damn, that's an iconic quote. I need that printed on a shirt. That would go hard. And you know what else would go hard? Me. Next up is Darkstar182. He said I should do a P.O. box open on my next birthday and claims you guys would send me gifts. Oh god, I wonder what kind of stuff you guys will send me. Please, someone send me a Moby Huge. Wait, what? But on a real note, I hope I'm able to do a face reveal or a hand reveal when that time comes, so you guys can watch me open your kid-friendly gifts. Oh, and speaking of hand reveal, I was gonna post this on my community tab, and that is me doing a hand reveal soon, opening up my Travis Scott Rodeo collectible figure. Yes, the figure you see on the Rodeo album cover, and that's when I hit 5,000 subscribers. It's a fucking expensive collectible, but I want to open it up with you guys once I hit that milestone, giving it more sentimental value. And here's my love and smooches for those who use my code Artemis in the item shop. PingMinion_A, aka that one soccer girl, Natasha Santos 931, M8 Oreo, Pamper64, and I simp for Ellen Joe. If you want to be featured in the next video, drop a comment or let me know you're using my code. I'll pick a certain amount of you guys for the time being.
That shit wild, instead I'm a hero, I took it for zero. The flame you saying I read it for miles, the shit wasn't luck, they got me fucked up.
Alright, I don't know if I feel comfortable talking about this, because this is very personal. A moment in my life that took a turn that brought us here today. So back in 2022, I had my first real relationship after high school. I was a sophomore in college pursuing accounting, while working a job at Kroger's part-time. And I had a really cool manager at work that was more of a friend than a coworker. He was my therapist when I was 19 and 20 years old, and he's the reason how I met this girl and started dating. So one day at work, I was doing the usual getting in my part-time hours and dip, and out of nowhere, my manager wanted me to go out of the department and hand off receipts to a different department, making me having to go on the main floor instead of being in the back. And it was my manager's plan to set this girl up to come and see what I look like. And so as I was walking across the store to another department, I noticed a blonde girl who was staring at me from a distance, and I was seeing her in the corner of my eye and decided to look directly at her. We waved at each other and she walked away. And I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting to see a 7 out of 10 blonde eyeing me down. And so I did what I was asked and went back to my department, and as I was heading back, back, I noticed that same blonde girl and my manager was talking, and she walked away again before I got close to them. I approached my manager and told him that girl was staring at me, and we waved. And the manager told me that she used to work here. She left a few months after I got hired. And I was like, damn, what a missed opportunity. So I carried on within my day like no other. And so my shift ended, and as soon as I got home, my manager called me, and he was like, Artie, do you remember that girl from earlier? Well, she's interested in getting to know me. And my manager gave me her number. And from there on out, history was made. Me and this blonde girl got together real quick. We texted each other a lot, set up a date, and things got personal. She also became my Valentine's date, and I cherished that a lot. We had a great time, a lot of great memories. And I thanked my manager so much for this. He figured this girl and I would easily resonate with each other, especially we both love Harry Potter. Sadly, Travis Scott wasn't a thing for me at the time. And as time goes on, months later down the road, things weren't going like it used to. We weren't getting burnt out from each other, but rather realizations were hitting. She was pursuing and getting into the medical field, which caused for her to be very stressed and have no time anymore, as I was chilling balancing everything out. And it got bad to the point for her where she quit her part-time job elsewhere to focus on school only. So she was not making income, and I was willing to be supportive, despite making jack shit back in 2022. And fast forward, her school was taking a toll on her, to the point where we're not having any form of communication anymore, or hardly seeing each other, almost to the point like I wasn't in a relationship. And I give props to my younger self for having a lot of patience and trust at the time. So one day, she texted me on Snapchat that we should hang out on Saturday, and as I opened her message, she quickly deleted it, and quickly texted that she'll be studying on Saturday for a test on Monday, and insisted we should go out to eat on Saturday afternoon. Well, because I caught her switching up the message, I calmly refused and told her to just study. And there's one thing I didn't mention. We were in college. I was doing online classes because I don't fuck with people. As for her, she's an extrovert and likes socializing. So when that Saturday came, I was just calling and believing she was studying. But sadly that night, she posted on her story with her and some guy at a frat party, the photos of her and this guy, and the way she was looking at him, like she was in love with this guy. I don't know, she was looking at this guy in a way she'll never look at me. She's dressed up very nice and has makeup on that I never seen her in, taking selfies with this guy, which I recall she doesn't do selfies because she isn't photogenic, and I bet she wasn't thinking about me when posting these on her stories, because she was distracted of this guy and forgot about me. And I didn't know how to go about it, feeling like I've been lied to and played all this time. And it's sad, I was very nice and innocent, willing to believe anything without being skeptical, and I wasn't mad or anything, but rather instantly felt depressed, and I decided to ghost her and give her some time. And it didn't take long for her to reach out, and she reached out through text messages, not Snapchat. And the way she was texting me, like I didn't know what's up, so I confronted her very politely, and she got defensive, and she hit me with a, "That's just my guy friend, and I shouldn't worry about him." That cliche bullshit you'll hear in dating this day and age. And as bad as I want to call her out for lying to me about her Saturday studying and she doesn't take selfies, I instead ended the relationship maturely. And the way I ended it was just by saying, "You don't have time for me anymore, and it's best we move on." And all she said was, "Okay," and that's that. And to add more salt on the wounds, shortly after our breakup, my manager is leaving and moving out of the state, and I felt the need to quit Kroger's because I couldn't bear anything at the time. Especially my manager was the reason why I was happy to go to work. I didn't think any other manager would do better after him, and because of that, I quit Kroger's the same time my manager was leaving. And I spent a good month in a really dark time, doing online school and just laying in bed all day. I didn't really have nobody afterwards, and it's been feeling like that till this day. But I was 19 and naive with dating. I'm betting now I wouldn't hesitate to be straightforward and not care because I would rather be alone than be with fake people. So thank you for listening to my personal story of mine, a story that changed me for hopefully the better. Matter of fact, I might not even post this because it's too personal and sad for me to look back at. And if I do, I'm not trying to gain sympathy and have you guys feel bad for me. It's me being open and discovering more day by day as the journey progresses. What can I say? Every gooner has a tragic backstory, but I'm happy now with Haylee Skye. Alright, take care.